Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for August the 14th, 2024. We're talking about Hurricane Ernesto here, the tropical update. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel for the latest updates on hurricane weather as well as weather happening down in the lower 48 United States. As of now, the 8 p.m. advisory, Eastern time or Atlantic time, maximum sustained winds of 80 miles an hour. Movement is northwest at 16 miles an hour, so moderate pace for the storm, and it is currently continuing to strengthen overnight. Category 1 hurricane forecast to become a Category 2 hurricane sometime late Thursday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, as it continues to build towards its rendezvous with the island of Bermuda. Now, looking at it on satellite here, looking at it on the earliest arrival of tropical storm force winds, it will begin affecting Bermuda early Friday morning, 8 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, and it'll begin, tropical storm force winds will begin onslaught, and then that'll continue through Friday night, early Saturday morning. The system should be pulling away from Bermuda, and the impact should be lessened. So the good news is with the system is moving very fast, so there'll be a quick glancing blow to both Bermuda and to potentially Nova Scotia, Halifax, Canada, and the Prince Edward Islands, the Canadian Maritimes, possibly going into late Sunday night, Monday morning. We just have to wait and see how the curvature and the different wobbles and turns of the storm as it affects it now. Current forecast now calls for it, and the local Bermuda Weather Service says it's apparently going to get to the west of Bermuda, about 36 nautical miles west of the Bermuda, the center of the storm. So that will put Bermuda into the eastern eye wall to be a direct hit, almost a direct hit, basically. I don't know, it's kind of hard to make a landfall in Bermuda because it's only 21 square miles long. But if it does make a direct hit, this will be the first time since Hurricane Fabian or Hurricane Nicole that it went right over the island in 2016, and Fabian over back in 2003. Those are direct hits. Fabian was a Category 3. Nicole was a Category 2 or 3 borderline, I believe. And that was a direct hit, but didn't cause too much damage. And now we have Ernesto, which is making a beeline towards the islands here. And you can see here the heavy convection here on all four quadrants of the system here. Little to no dry air is now. The dry air is totally been away from it now. A little bit on the southwest side, with nothing substantial with the system right now. You can see it's getting that high flow cirrus clouds. It's expanding, and next up we'll get to see that eye there sometime tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. That eye will form, and its strength continues strengthening into Category 2, which obviously starts at 96 miles an hour. So we're not far away from that right now at 80 miles an hour. So we can gain another 10 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour. Pressure should be going down. Pressure right now is at 981 millibars, I believe, or somewhere around there. So let's look at the public advisory here. Hurricane hunters went in there. They found it was strengthened. Hurricane watch is in effect for Bermuda. That's also pretty standard there this far out as they continue here. So it's about 720 miles southwest of Bermuda, 180 miles east-northeast of Grand Turk Island. Like I said, the pressure's at 981 millibars and falling, continuing here. And the only hurricane watch we had now is for Bermuda as it pulls away from Puerto Rico, which eastern Puerto Rico got a significant amount of rain. Virgin Islands did pretty well. There wasn't too much damage. The airport should be open back up tomorrow, I believe, in both the U.S. and British Virgin Islands. So not too much damage. That's good news. But Puerto Rico sustained a lot of flash flooding in some of the cities there east of San Juan. And, of course, some of the mountainous and rainforest areas there did experience elevated flooding due to the rivers and creeks and streams there that did flooding. But overall, fared pretty well. It wasn't like a Maria situation. Some people lost power, but it wasn't like a Hurricane Maria situation once again where so that was good news. It's a blessing in disguise. Now, Bermuda, hurricane force winds extend out upwards of 35 miles. So it's a very complex area of hurricane force winds, but tropical storm force winds extend out, of course, 175 miles or 280 kilometers from the center. So it's unclear right now if the hurricane force wind field will expand. It all depends on the dynamic of the system right now. But 35 miles is going to be right at, because if the system is forecast at its closest approach to Bermuda to be 36 nautical miles, that puts Bermuda in the Category 1 force hurricane force winds, anywhere from 75 miles an hour to about 90 miles an hour, sustained, sometimes occasionally gusting over 100 to 110 miles an hour, possibly, if this thing gets to be a Category 3, which I believe would just make the borderline of Category 3 somewhere around 115 to 120 miles an hour before losing that status as it heads towards Canada and going back to Category 2. But you can see very healthy convection. And you can see also the higher cloud tops here denoted in white starting to congregate around the center of this system. Now, they are getting some showers still back towards Dominican Republic here, and that tail end is starting to move away from Puerto Rico. A few showers in central mountains of Puerto Rico there, the 4,000-foot elevation there. The orographic lifting may provide another inch or two of showers in the central part of Puerto Rico here down to the coast, as you can see here on that last frame. But other than that, they should be pulling away. Virgin Islands, Caribe, and Vieques The showers are done for you guys on the eastern side of Puerto Rico. Virgin Islands looking good. And also St. Thomas and St. Croix, you're done with this rain finally. But Dominican Republic on that southwest side there, you're still getting lashed. That northern coast is still getting lashed with some of those tropical storm force winds, gusts, and also those heavy rains that are coming down right now that are extending even sometimes in Haiti here. But it's starting to pull away here now, and it's making its way past the Turks and Caicos to get a strong northwesterly breeze, or northeasterly breeze coming into Turks and Caicos Islands there, and that should be appropriately there for them as well. So going back to the advisories, once again, the next complete advisory is at 11 p.m. as you know, and the Hurricane Center has rightly have it here as a 115 mile an hour storm in 48 hours, that make it a Category 3 here as it heads into Bermuda and makes that a potential effect. So Bermuda can get top story. Bermuda to get 4 to 6 inches of rain. Storm surge will be on the order only of 1 to 3 feet. A possible storm surge on the south side of Bermuda, on the southern shore, south shore of Bermuda, obviously. There won't be too much storm surge because the system is moving very, very fast. And so that's great news once again. But like I said, this is going to bring some type of hurricane conditions to Bermuda, obviously. But they should be well prepared to handle that for that time being there on Friday. It looks like the main day will be Friday night, Friday morning, and the Friday night, increasing hurricane force winds, and the Saturday morning just about. Then it pulls away and conditions rapidly improve from south to north in this case. So that's what's going on with Hurricane Ernesto as of 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern Time advisory. Thank you for joining me. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel, and we'll be back for more later. Thank you.